And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this channel. My name is Ronaldo. In this channel, we're gonna be talking about different topics. Mainly about business, gym workouts, and in between other things. Like just life in general, getting better. Uh, just to add a little bit of context, I've been operating a business, clothing business online, for around 8 months now. Uh, Initially I have all the business ideas, but I decided to go with a clothing one because it was like the one that make more sense cost wise because I starting from the get go from zero, and I wanted to share the journey, basically blog about it, because it's something that at the very beginning I struggled with a lot. There is a lot of information out there in the internet, but there's not something concrete like actionable information, what to do and steps to take, like very direct. Just a lot of like walk around and you should do this or do that, but like nothing specific. Uh, so I hope the information I share here could be useful for someone out there who is on the same journey or want to embark on the same type of journey. And it's not all necessarily about just business because you can have just a successful career in something, like being a pilot, and software, whatever it is the field you're in. And we're gonna cover a lot of stuff in here. Hope that you know everyone enjoy the conversations. And if you have anything that anything that you want to talk about, or want to like bring to the conversation, just drop it on a comment out there, and we will cover it. Uh, but business wise, we're gonna um, cover topics as forming the LLC, um, trademarks, and just like basic legal stuff that you need to start a business. If you're somebody who want to start it from the get go, from zero yourself, and because one thing that happens with most people that want to start something is that there's very little budget. There's people that have extensive budgets to do stuff, but and those people usually they just go ahead and pay for whatever service they need. But if you're someone that want to start a business and you know uh, don't know how to go about it, um, I'm gonna be talking about all of those topics, in later episodes of this blog. Um, so stay tuned. Uh, to add a little bit of context, like I say, having operated in this business for around 8 months. Before that, I have some business experiences, some failures, to be more precise. But I call it learning experience to be more positive about it. I'm just making sure the shit works. I made a whole video, but it was muted. Really funny. But yeah, you know, uh, I operated a business for 4 years. Started in 2020 with a partner until mid last year. Things didn't work how as planned. Uh, I was very enthusiastic at first, because when you start a business, it's like you have all these hopes and this plan that you wrote down, and you're very enthusiastic about it. But not all the time things work out as you expect it to be. You know, you at least gain the experience, which is on you how you decide to use it. If you use it to learn or use it to like for the experience to go through you. Um, Before that, I have my actual start into business. I started like back when I was in Dominican Republic, which is where I'm from originally. Uh, there, back in 2012, 2011, I'll say. I did have like it was a sort of like a printing business. It's called something they call Central Internet there in Spanish. It's basically a place where you rent computers out to people, and uh, people go there to do schoolwork and stuff like that, print it out. Technically, it was a business model there at the time. There it was like it was good because nobody has the luxury of a computer on the house at the time. Now it's different because now everybody have the cell phone. It's technically a computer. Uh, but that was my first experience in business. You know, I was young, did a lot of shit that I wasn't supposed to do. So, you know, and that's one of the things that I said. That was one of the times where experience just went through me. I didn't really change anything uh, at that time. Um, and just like right now, I'm currently still working my 9 to 5. Uh, so I want to start like documenting this from now, from since I'm working my 9 to 5 to the point that I take it to the next level. You know, most of the time we want to wait until things are really like up there, out there, to start like showing it to the world. But I decided, why not show it now? Because a lot of people are starting from the same place that I am, and just like have actionable information out there. Because man, it was crazy finding information on the internet. And also, like when you step into the business world, or it can be like investing world. If you invest in crypto, stock market, or anything, there's a whole bunch of scams, misinformation, and people trying to sell you bullshit. And I want to say, because everybody trying to make it out there, they also trying to make it somehow, even if it's scamming people. Um, but I think there is better ways to do it. You're adding value to someone without trying to actually get, scanning or getting money out of them. I think it's very important that anybody that has, if you have some kind of valuable information that they can be useful for someone, like just share it with the world, because that's how we all make each other better. Obviously, there's things that you have, to charge for it, because it's things that took time and probably money for you to learn about it. But within that, like any information that you can all share, that that can be useful for somebody, that is not compromising, um, in the sense of like what you do, the job you offer. I think it'd be good for everyone. And even if you don't want to start not looking to start a business, like I was talking recently with a friend of mine, and he want a successful life just like I do, and but he don't want to go through the hassle of like a business or anything like that. So we were looking into careers actually, and the one that came out was a pilot. Like you start, you go to school for pilot, you do your flight time, whatever, and you have the potential to make $250,000 a year just doing that. And it's something that is not within the impossible reach. Um, and there's many other things that can be done. Uh, you know, Either in a business or a career, for someone to like have a different life. And uh, in general, like I'd say this, like uh, things are never gonna get easier than what they are now. Even though right now, I was, most people would say it's pretty hard, but that's a concept that I've been listening to since I was born. Like since I was born back in the 90s, it's like things are bad or things are expensive. You know, it's always that narrative, and honestly, the way I look at it is like that's the price of evolution. Back then there was as much technological advances, as many technological advances as right now. So those those ain't gonna cost money. Everything always gonna be progressing. So one thing that I have understood is like we cannot expect things to change to get like, oh, things the price is gonna go lower or something like that. We just have to prepare ourselves to be successful enough to be on top of the times, because right now things are where they are. 10 years from now, things are gonna be even more expensive. Who knows? It could be a whole different landscape. Um, so, you know, I think that if you know you made the decision of actually just working on yourself and in a career and being successful, um, you have a better chance, better odds of changing your future, your environment, than just like uh, sitting around, and doing nothing. At the same time, this information that we're gonna be talking about, I wanted to have like these like conversations, but I want people to actually like listen to it and do something with it, not just like tuning into the channel and listen to what I have to say and do nothing with it. Because today that's something that's happening a lot. It's like a fucking epidemic. Like people listen to a lot of information, but they don't do anything with it. So if the information is going to be shared here, I want anybody that listen to it, it can be beneficial for them, but it can be something that they put into works. Like I said earlier, we're gonna be talking about the business stuff. Sometimes I'm gonna be posting workouts, just some tips, you know, to get better shape, you know, to have a more like healthy life uh, in that aspect. And technically, that'll be all. This is only the introduction. Next episode, I'll probably be talking about some business stuff to start, of forming an LLC, how to go about it, and how to do, all the steps required. Um, or I might go with a workout. Who knows? Uh, just let me know if it's something that you would like to talk about, and move forward with it, and we can discuss it. And even have an open conversation. You know, in between few people uh, about certain topics. But anyway, that was all for today. Hope the people tune in with it, and let's go. Let's make it. See you next time.